It feels like I'm the only one bringing real content back to Twitch, boys. Go ahead, come on, hop in. Hey, boys, you already know what to do. Well, boys, today is tomorrow, and if it's not our favorite person coming back, I told you in the last video. I told you, all right? I told you. Don't be like, Straight, why'd you make it? I told you in the last video. I was already making another one. Because as I was finishing up last video, I came across this man trying to defend himself, basically trying to take down a small indie dev that dared. How dare they make a comedic game where he was not even in it yet? Now, if you guys don't know, Pirate Software was scrolling through live stream fails, as he does for some reason. The man literally scrolls through it and comments on anything that has his name on it at this point. And there was this game dev that basically was making a streaming bonanza. It's basically where you just smash damn buttons, alright? You just smash damn buttons and it just plays little highlights of streamer moments, right? It just plays little voice clips of them. Now, this game is basically a parody of streamer moments, right? XQC's in the game, except for he's not called XQC, he's like CQX, right? It's a little quirky game that just plays streamer moments. Some of the more nefarious streamer moments that are more nefarious than Pirate Software, where we all be like, I can see why you would probably take that out. It's still scummy, but I can see why. Dr. Disrespect is in the game. Pokimane and her little cookie controversy is in the game.
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
Right. People that had bigger controversies than pirate bitch ass software. Now, if you guys don't know, if you're not a content creator, it is a big no-no to DMCA someone, unless they legitimately just took your whole video and re-uploaded it in its entirety. For the most part, it is a big no-no. Or they're like, I don't know, if they're XQC just quote-unquote reacting to your video, and they added no other substance to it. It is an extreme no-no. You are a bitch for that. No one wants to work with anyone that is willing to do that. Even if you feel like you were slighted, alright, you can still be like, you know what, let me see if I can get something out of this, right? Turn this negative into a positive. Now, the turning the negative into a positive thing would probably be Pirate Software going from, you know what, instead of me wanting this guy to take this thing down, how about I actually ask him, do you want to collaborate? You know what? How about I help you with the game? That would give him so much good press. That would give him so much good press. The man would be like, yo, of course I would. I mean, like, shit, Pirate, why not? He would probably start painting you in a more favorable light in the game. But obviously, whenever you're like, oh, I want a DMCA because I never said you could use that. You didn't. You took it without my permission. That's whenever people are like, oh my god, shut up. Shut up. You're a content creator. Of course people are going to take your clips and other things without your permission. You're a content creator. That's what we're here for. This man has used other people's content in his own bullshit. But for some reason, if someone else did this to him, he'd be up in arms. He'd be like, wait, what do you mean I'm getting a DMCA for playing World of Warcraft? What do you mean? Well, everyone else can play, and you play our game without our permission. We never say you can stream it. You never got our written express permission to play it. But what about everyone else? We'll just turn a blind eye to it. What do you mean everyone else? We'll find them if they say something we don't like, or if they do something that we don't like. Maybe they played an amount of the game that we didn't like. Maybe you were only supposed to play 1 hour of the game, but you know what? You played 2 hours of the game. I can't believe you would do that, right? That is the stupidest thing to ever hear, right? Someone doing some bullshit like that. But that's essentially what Pirate Software is doing here. He is taking something extremely out of context. He doesn't even give a fuck about the law of parody. This man is allowed to parody you, but for some reason he is taking this out of context and saying, no, you can't use this 5-second clip of me. Actually, you should be going into jail. I should see you in handcuffs, actually. That is disgusting that you would use I'll see you in court over a 5-second clip of this man roaching out on World of Warcraft. Everyone and their mom has already seen the clip. I've used it in my video. Is Pirate Software gonna come after me because I used the clip in his video? Right? It's ridiculous for this man to go after this literal game dev that's not even making money off the game. The game is free, right? And then he's gonna be like, well, he's trying to profit off it. I profited off of it. I've made a little bit of money off of the clip. What, you gonna come after my $45 I made in total? Is that what you're gonna come after? Now, we already watched the Code Take video on this man DMCAing a small indie dev because the indie dev dared to put a voice clip in a video game in a build that wasn't even available to the public. Alright, but Pirate Software had to defend himself. So underneath the tweet of Code Take basically tweeting out their video, he had to come in and make sure he got his little grubby fingers all over it to misconstrue everything that was said in there and make it seem like he was in the right. Again, this is the scummiest thing a content creator can do. The DMCA thing is not even the last. You would rather be like, you know what? You keep the video up. You know what? You're just a piece. You're just a piece. Most creators rather do that than take actual DMCA action, because we all know that is a slippery slope no one wants to go down, and we're all trying to get rid of. Because it starts off with, oh, you used 30 minutes of my stream in your video about me, DMCA. Then it goes to, oh, you used 10 minutes. Then it was 6 minutes. Then it's 5 seconds. Then it's 1 second. Then there's a picture of you, right? It can get that slippery, right? And we can all be like, oh, well, a judge would never be like, oh, you used the picture. Actually, pictures can be copyrighted. And also, it doesn't matter. Just the thought of most people getting like DMCA'd and having their channel struck over nothing is enough for most people to be like, you know what, I'll just take it down. Because again, it is absolutely ridiculous for any content creator to think, oh yeah, I'm gonna use this as a tool to protect my content that I actually steal from other people to make. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh yeah, boys, I am a 100% original content creator. No one is. No one is. We all use something to make our content. Unless you're like Art or like some other history channel, which still uses other people's content, like Wikipedia or some news outlet to, you know, make content out of it. Unless you're making original stories with original characters with original art, guess what? You're a fucking leech. We're all fucking leeches on this goddamn website. On Twitch, you're a fucking leech. Whenever this man went to work at Blizzard, guess what? He was a fucking leech. I bet this boy was King Google over there trying to do his little security hacks, trying to make sure no one was getting in. He was probably King Google over there. This man probably had a problem one day, Googled it, someone solved it 6 years ago. But guess what? He's gonna take credit for him saving the company or, you know, making sure they weren't getting hacked because he Googled the answer. But now that my little rant is over, let's go over what his defense for him going to DMCA and then wanting to sue a indie game dev over a clip in a build of a game that is not available to the public. So Pirate Software, underneath the tweeted out video from Cold Take, basically said, the DMCA was absolutely not unlawful. We filed a DMCA in response to the developer claiming that he put my voice in his video game in a playable build, and he showed evidence of this on video via Reddit thread. And so he basically links to the video that the dev put onto a indie game subreddit. Boys, I'm about to show you this clip, alright? And you're gonna see how pathetic this man is. The man that is always encouraging people to become game devs is actively trying to discourage a literal indie game dev because he didn't think his game was funny. He didn't like the way he was portrayed in the game. This is literal shit that big, huge companies do to save their IPs from people that are literally just modding them. Not stealing them, modding them. There was a man that literally was modding GTA Vice City into GTA 4. And of course he got DMCA'd by Take-Two. Is Take-Two gonna make GTA Vice City? No, they're not gonna remake GTA Vice City. They're still working on GTA 6. They just did it because they could.
As much as you're angry right now, of course I read. Evocations and cooldown, man.
This man is literally DMCAing that because it got a couple updates on Reddit, 25 to be exact. This man went out of his way to find a literal small indie game dev on a random subreddit that had 25 updates. This man went out of his way to find problems. It's people like this in the world that legitimately can't be content creators. They have to go out and get a job. Like, brother, if you have this much free time, make content. Make better content. Do anything else with your life. You're going onto Reddit, finding a guy that made a random shitty game that no one was playing just so you could DMCA strike him. Like, brother, how pathetic is your life? You need to put the damn stream down, go back to Blizzard, get your old job at Blizzard. At least then you was doing something with your hands. This man has too much time. He's literally out here waking up. Let me check Reddit for the next clip that is of me so I can DMCA it off of the website or so I can defend myself. Instead of him being like, well, I am a millionaire. I run a little fair rescue and all I have to do is play video games for the rest of my life and I'm set. Instead of that, this man is actively looking for problems. There's no reason for him to be out here in this random subreddit looking at this video. There's no reason for him to be out here wasting his time DMCAing. If the person wants to, going to court. You're gonna go to court over a person using 5-second clips in their video game. 5-second voice clips at that. Like, this is pathetic. This is what a pathetic person looks like. There were people out here struggling to make it, right? People out here really having to wake up, go to work, you know, they have no time for their family, basically. They come home, they have to go to sleep, they eat, they take a shit, they go to sleep. This man is legit waking up looking for a problem for the day. This is pathetic. This is absolutely pathetic. Please, my guy, go get a job. Go get a real job. I don't care if you're a real content creator or not and you're successful at it. There's some people that just cannot handle this, right? You cannot handle this kind of pressure of just, oh, I can ignore the hate, but why would I? But his delusions continue, all right? Pirate Software was not done there. He was told by many others that doing this was not legally advisable and decided to move forward anyways in another thread he made about me here on Livestream Fails, again, his stomping grounds. When we filed the DMCA, he then went on to state that this was all bait in effort to boost his game. You can see this on YouTube. So you fell for the bait, my guy?
You're the only person Pally responded to out of thousands of people, I'm aware.
That's totally fine. You took the bait, hook, line, and sinker, because you're the most predictable person on the planet.
So you took the bait? So you're telling me you basically gave his game free promotion? Because I played the game. You guys see right here, I'm not playing the game again. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like it. It's not a good game. I'm not gonna be sitting here acting like the man's making a good game. But like, I played the game. Yeah, I'm not gonna play it again, but still, I played it. I gave it a chance. He had his one chance with me. I didn't like it. Maybe he makes something else good. It is his, I'm pretty sure, first game. So, you know, baby steps. No, not everyone's first thing that they make in their creative endeavors is good at all. But you know what? It's always nice that you are making something. But this man literally talked about how he's took the bait as if that was an own on him. He baited me and I took it. All right, idiot. How about you not take it next time? We took down the DMCA notice as he reached out and stated that he would be voice acting the lines instead. You're spreading misinformation in a biased form to generate views. We've handled this through legal routes as is appropriate. I mean, you could have easily debunked all this misinformation if you just emailed back the other Frost.
I reached out to Pirate Software and Kronos for comment on January 24th and 25th respectively. I will update the article in the Substack if and when either responds.
This man is pathetic. This man is trash. This is tactics that multi-billion-dollar companies ran by people that are in their 70s do. This is what Nintendo does if someone puts a damn Mario wahoo in their fucking gameplay back in 2012. So underneath this tweet, someone put up there saying, "You're a fraud," and then attached this screenshot of Pirate Software saying he will never DMCA you. But I guess he had a change of heart seeing that a person was making fun of him. That's DMCA worthy. No, not, you know, you can use any of my stream clips in any of your videos that will, you know, generate profit. No, if you make a video game and put a 5-second voice clip in there, now that's DMCA worthy. I can't believe that someone would do that. But honestly, like the little creatures he loves to rescue, he loves weaseling his way out of that by saying, "Oh, well, we were just talking about our OST. Obviously, my voice, you should not be able to use that in anything. Any projects, you shouldn't be able to, like, even cut me into a damn stream clip. I should be able to DMCA Twitch for hosting clips of me." That's how ridiculous this man's about to get with this shit. So the other Frost, the, you know, channel that also hosts Cold Takes, basically went after this man's throat. He was just like, "Oh, so now you're lying in the damn Twitter thread for no reason." You know what? Let me go ahead and let's walk this back. Let's walk through this, because obviously you don't know what is and isn't lawful. Just because you're a software engineer does not mean you're a lawyer. Those are two completely different professions. So the other Frost posts on Twitter, "1, you signed off that you were the copyright owner of the materials that was not in the game without checking or considering fair use, bait or not. Full stop." The man DMCA'd something that didn't even exist. He took down the game on Steam, even though the game on Steam didn't even have him in it. This man was trying to bully a small game dev that he thought didn't have the power of actually, his voice and getting out there. He thought he could just bury this underneath a little bit of rubble. He was like, oh man, that guy tried to fuck with me, so I fuck with him back. You fucked around and found out. You're in the found out timeline. That boy thought he was damn Neo. That boy thought he was Jason Bourne on the stream talking about something. You're in the find out part of the timeline.
I'm so
Welcome to the
fine with
finding
this.
out timeline, bud.
It's like, man, shut up, because you used the law illegally. You're not able to DMCA something if it doesn't have anything to do with you. It's called a cease and desist. If you want to say, hey, you're doing something that I don't like that has something to do with me and my copyrighted work. Two completely different things. One, is something that a lawyer write up, email it to them, or, send it to the mail. Another is, I took down your game that had nothing to do with me. Those are two completely different things. One is just a legal notice saying, hey, I'm warning you, if you put this in your game, I will sue you. Another is, hey, I just fucked you. And hopefully you consented to it, because I literally just fucked you. Those are two completely different things. But the other frost wasn't done there. Two, I asked the free speech defense lawyer for the wording. They said it was unlawful. But Pirate Software is a, software engineer. So obviously he knows the law. And then the other frost had to make sure they cleared their name of misinformation with a bias. As for the biased misinformation remark, I reached out to all parties involved. I showed the Reddit thread you linked. I showed the video. I showed your stream VOD. I even said charity can be given to you because you relied on second-hand information.
There is some charity that can be given to Pirate Software. He is a big streamer, and big streamers rely on their mod team to keep things running smoothly, so it's possible he relied on second-hand information in good faith and thought his voice was actually in the game.
This literally proves that Pirate Software didn't even watch the video. He's just making false claims about this man for no reason, because he did. The man gave Pirate Software the benefit of a doubt, saying that someone in his audience, or maybe one of his staff members, actually told him about the game. The man legit gave him all the grace in the world, and also, he did reach out to Pirate Software. He was still waiting on an email response back from him or his staff.
I reached out to Pirate Software and Kronos for comment on January 24th and 25th respectively. I will update the article in the Substack if and when either responds.
And Pirate Software never did. This was Pirate Software's only ever public remark to the other Frost. That was it. That was literally his only other remark publicly to the other Frost. He didn't email him back, nothing. This man tried his best to do his best journalistic integrity before the video came out, and Pirate Software wanted nothing to do with it until the video blew up. Then he wanted something to do with it. Now, boys, what do you guys think Pirate Software's rebuttal to all that new information that basically proved him wrong and basically said, oh, you're lying on the timeline now. You're just lying. Like, you're just lying. Would he... I'm not even going to do the whole question thing. The man never responded. I waited a few days because I was like, he's obviously going to respond. Obviously, this whole thing went down whenever the video first came out on January 30th. It is now February the 4th. And let's both be honest here. He's not going to be responding anytime soon. The man already got roasted by a random commenter. Multiple random commenters. So he was like, all right, I guess I'm done here. They must realize I am the smartest one in the room. And I am obviously the one in the right. That's why I had to get rid of my DMCA claim on that man. It's like, my guy. My God, you're so pathetic. Why can't you just be normal? Just be normal. You're rich. You're successful. Just be normal. You don't have to do this. We don't think you're that smart. We think you're of hopefully average intelligence, but right now you're showing us that you're just an egomaniac. Just like in my last video where many streamers got reported for bullying and harassment on videos that were pertained to you. Huh. I wonder how they got those claims up there. I wonder. Go ahead and click this video to find out how. How did they get a damn bullying and harassment strike, community guideline strike on their videos? Well, boys, other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe. Yo, thank you for making it to the end. And any and everyone that always clicks on my videos immediately as soon as you guys see them, that always helps out. Just letting you know, if you click on my videos, even if you don't watch it right away, you just open it up in the second tab. Yo, again, it helps me out more than enough. Leaving a comment, subscribing, obviously, watching the video all the way to the end. Even I'm like, boys, you guys are doing so much for me, and I just can't thank you guys enough. But other than that, I'll see you all tomorrow.